BMW's 2 Series Active Tourer brought front-wheel drive and MPV versatility to the Bavarian maker's lineup. In this slightly revised form, this F45 generation version of this car is a little smarter, safer and more sophisticated, and even better prepared to offer a more premium option to buyers of mid-sized 5-seat people carriers.
The Active Tourer was BMW's first ever front-driven model, borrowing Mini underpinnings but developing them to produce a more relaxed, usable end result. The ride remains a little firmer than MPV segment buyers will be used to, but an optional adaptive suspension package can improve that. This works through the various settings of the standard Drive Performance Control driving mode system, which tweaks steering and throttle response, and gear change timings too if you opt for automatic transmission, at which point we need to mention that a new 7-speed self-shifting Steptronic box is now available to buyers of the 1.5-litre 216D and 218i 3-cylinder petrol and diesel models. All the engines now on offer belong to BMW's second generation Efficient Dynamics family, which delivers efficiency improvements of up to 5% in the case of the petrol variants. If you don't want the 116 horsepower 216D or the 140 horsepower 218i, then a switch to 4-cylinder power will give you the option of the 2-litre 218D diesel that we're trying here. This manages up to 61.4 mpg on the combined cycle and up to 121 grams per kilometre of CO2. There are 3 other engine options, starting with the 190 HP units that power the conventional 220i petrol and 220D diesel variants, the latter available with optional X-Drive 4-wheel drive. Deliberately unconventional is the most interesting variant in the range, the 225XE petrol-electric plug-in hybrid, which mates the 218i's 1.5-litre petrol engine with an 88 horsepower electric motor and offers 28 miles of all-electric driving capability. We'll let BMW themselves start this off. They claim that the 2 Series Active Tourer combines dynamism, style, elegance and practicality in one cleverly packaged car. That's their perspective. Yours might well be that when it comes to dynamism, style and elegance, other similarly sized models from this Bavarian maker are more desirable. Cars like the 1 Series hatch, the X1 SUV or the 3 Series Touring Estate. Focus on the practicality and packaging elements though, and you'd always choose this 2 Series Active Tourer in preference to any of those cars. As we'll see here, it's more space efficient than any other model BMW makes. Now that's not a design approach conducive to eye-catching exterior looks, but Chief Stylist Michael DeBona has done his best, and a range of subtle mid-term aesthetic tweaks aim to give this car a bit more school-run pavement presence. We're prepared to bet, though, that what will really sell you this Active Tourer is the at-the-wheel experience it offers. Certainly easy to get an ideal driving position. There's plenty of reach and rake adjustment from the smart leather-stitched steering wheel, through which you view the usual crystal clear set of BMW dials. If you're familiar with the original version of this car, you might not notice any particular changes here, but there are a few. Some detail like the restyled auto gear stick, and some actually quite significant. Longer seat cushions make these front chairs more comfortable over lengthier trips. Perhaps more importantly though, there's also the option of replacing the standard 6.5-inch iDrive centre dash screen with this larger 8.8-inch touch sensitive display, which comes with the extra cost Navigation Plus package. Get yourself comfortable in the back, and the news is largely good, with decent space for 3 fully sized adults, and that's aided by generous headroom and this relatively low centre transmission tunnel. Now usefully, this rear bench does recline, and providing you avoid entry-level trim, it slides too in a 60-40 split over a 150mm range. Move it back to its rearmost position and you'll enjoy impressively generous standards of legroom. Finally, let's check out the boots. For ordinary petrol and diesel variants like this one though, the capacity figure is 468 litres. If you really need to supersize your space, then providing you avoid entry-level trim, the rear bench drops electronically at the touch of a button to create an almost completely flat 1510 litre cargo area. And in summary, well, it says much that over 80% of the people who choose this car have never purchased a BMW before. Customers who probably never thought they'd be buying from this Munich maker. Now, they won't be getting the ultimate driving machine because that's not what they need. Getting instead what may well be the ultimate small people carrier could, though, suit them very well indeed.